my god, it is Phyna. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One. And finally, first of all, Big Brother Naija is done and dusted. I'm so happy, but I know by now you definitely know who the winner is. However, you need a lowdown as to what happens tonight, and I'm here to give you a recap as to how Phyna, who they became the winner of season 7, Big Brother Naija level of season. Like, honestly, it was just beautiful. This is how it all went down. You're already feeling the vibe. I decided to dress the occasion because it's not just the show, it's the finale, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm so excited. I literally can hear my neighbors still screaming as at now. They are screaming and shouting, Phyna, Phyna. I'm hearing who they everywhere. However, this was how the eviction show went down, okay? First of all, Ebuka comes in a different form. I see Ebuka with Big Brother in the diary room. It was so nostalgic because, you know, Ebuka was once a housemate of Big Brother, and then, you know, seeing him there and all of that, it just brought a lot of memories back. But Ebuka did something very interesting that made me laugh.
Can you please go to the market to help me buy salt?
I mean, like, Ebuka had to bring the whole Diana situation. Now, let's talk about the eviction show proper. Ebuka comes on stage and everybody is so ecstatic, everybody is happy, and then Ebuka calls the riders. Remember, they were evicted like some days before, and then Ebuka talks to Cheesy and Rachel about their stay in the house and if they did their job as that went done and all of that. I really did pay attention to Cheesy. I'm so proud of Cheesy. I did tweet, I stated this, I said I wished Cheesy all the best because, you know, Cheesy is just one person who was very grateful throughout the show. Every time he had the opportunity to say I'm thankful, he was always thankful, and then I'm so happy for him. I'm also happy for Rachel. I mean, it wasn't easy being a rider. Moving on, Big Brother addresses the final 6. You know, when you've been somewhere for a very long time and people now recognize that which you have done, it was so emotional for this housemate. I really felt how they felt. Like, it was so emotional. They were crying. Big Brother addressed them individually and as a collective, aka Hermes. And, you know, I could see they were so emotional. They were so proud of themselves. He went from Brian to Adekunle, Daniela, Phyna, he went on to Bella, I mean, it was just beautiful to see these guys, right? And then Ebuka says it's time for the eviction show proper. I really did respect the fact that Adekunle stood up and got tissue for all the housemates because it was really emotional. Just the guys didn't cry, but the girls cried. To the business of today, Ebuka comes up and calls the first housemates to leave the house, and that was Daniela. I like the fact that when Daniela was evicted, you know, there wasn't need for hugging. They just said, you know, we'll meet outside now, and all of that. It was beautiful to see. We move on to outside the house, and then Ebuka is talking to Daniela about her run in the show. I feel like she had a good run. She used her brain. In fact, I think we even say we look alike. I don't know with the hair and all of that. However, I would say that Daniela had a good run. We went back into the house for the second eviction, and this time, Chichi, the bad, was evicted.
Chichi!
I mean, I don't know why Chichi is always afraid about what's outside the house. Obviously, you know, there will be conversations, there will be questions, there will be a lot of things. So Chichi should just get ready for all of that. However, I said she played that game. Moving on again to the third eviction for tonight. This one will pain a lot of people because somehow they really wanted this guy to win. Adekunle was evicted from Big Brother Naija Show. Adekunle is spice, salt, and pepper. I mean, like, okay, let's just focus. However, I would say Adekunle played his game and played it well. Adekunle is the very first housemate in a long time who says after the show he wants to go into politics, apart from saying he wants to go into tie and die. I remember, I think Big Brother season 1, there was Anto. Anto was like, I would like to go into politics. Then Adekunle is saying he wants to do that now. You know, I don't know. Let's see what happens to Adekunle going forward. I know there's a lot of questions for Adekunle, but that will be after the show. Moving back into the house, guys. This girl, I need to give her a round of applause. In fact, take it. Bella was evicted from Big Brother Naija Show. Somehow, people really thought that this girl would not make it through to this particular place. I mean, third out of 6, third out of 28. I give it to Bella. Bella did have a good run. She coming out of the house, I was seeing a different Bella. I was like, this is not the Bella that we know. However, I know that Bella is one person who would not hesitate to let her mind known. It was just overwhelming going out of the house and all of that. Then we had our final 2, Big Baby Bree and Phyna. For this episode of Lucy's Quick One, I should have brought tissue. Honestly, one of the most emotional moments in the history of Big Brother happens tonight. It always happens every season. After the top two were called on stage, the lights were out.
It's time.
Watching it every season, it makes me emotional because this is somewhere people have been for 72 days, making memories, fighting, reconciling, plotting, coming together as a team and all of that, and now it's all over. I mean, like, it always just touches me. Brian and Phyna were called on stage. Honestly, my mind was like, Gigi. I was really anxious, but somehow you would know who the winner is. Ebuka talks to both Phyna and Brian on stage, and he's like, "What's next for you?" Phyna is like, I can't see my daddy. A lot of people saw their parents today. I think Daniela saw her twin. I think Adekunle saw his mom and dad. These guys saw their family members. It felt so good. And then Phyna is like, "Well, see, I hope Nigeria is ready for me." And then we also had Brian. Brian has been big on his music. I really wish him all the best with that. But he says, it's all music all the way. Then Ebuka now says, and the winner is... I could hear the audience. Phyna, you would already know. You would already know who the winner would be from the audience and the way they were chanting. Even when they were taking the pose, like, Brian, hey, Phyna, hey! Woo! And then Ebuka calls the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I really need to say this. This is one of the first times in BBNAIJA Show where you would have everything unpredictable. For me, I really thought it to be between Adekunle and Brian and Phyna. And at some point, I was really thinking that probably Brian would win. But the ladies came out and said, no. This was an interesting season. Honestly, nobody can tell me any difference. I congratulate Phyna and I wish her all the best in her endeavors, as well as Brian. Brian had a good one. I wish all the housemates the very best. Let me know what you think about tonight's episode. Let me know what you think about the finale in the comment section. Guys, if you've never subscribed to my channel for any reason, please do well to subscribe down there by hitting the subscribe button and of course hitting the bell so you always know when next I post new content. Definitely there will be new content for you right here on my channel, so do not go anywhere. From me to you, I say thank you so much for watching this week's episode of Lucy's Quick One. Remember guys to enjoy every moment. Bye.